Hello, students. Welcome to your class of Pharmacology and Toxicology, D Pharmacy, second year. I'm your teacher from Guru Ramdas College of Pharmacy. Today, we cover the topics on the chapter acetylcholine and cholinergic drugs, or we can say acetylcholine and cholinergic drugs. And so, first of all, what is the meaning of acetylcholine? What is acetylcholine? Acetylcholine is any compound which occurs throughout the nervous system in which it functions as a neurotransmitter, or it act as a messenger or release a message and carried out that message or send that message to the other cells from the nerve cells. And what are the cholinergic and relating to the nerve cells, cholinergic in which acetylcholine act as a neurotransmitter. So these terms are correlate with each other. And as name of the chapter, cholinergic drugs. And then what are the cholinergic drugs? Which mimic the action of acetylcholine, which potentiate the action of acetylcholine or butyl chloride, like to neurotransmitters, and shows a similar actions like acetylcholine are the cholinergic drugs. So these are terms are covered under the this chapter, acetylcholine and cholinergic drugs. And acetylcholine or neurotransmitter, that is a part of a parasympathetic system or release from the parasympathetic system. Or parasympathetic system we already discussed in the previous chapter, and it is a kind of a state in which is a rest and digest state, which conserve the energy and then release after when it has to be used by a human, when it is needed to be used by a human being. So mostly it slows the heart rate. Okay, so it shows the action when uh, it shows the action when it is needed. The other one is the sympathetic nervous system, whose action is fight and flight and release the energy. So on the other hand, parasympathetic nervous system conserves the energy and slows the heart rate, release the energy when it required. So acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter in the parasympathetic system. Drugs that combine with acetylcholine receptors, that means cholinergic drugs that combine with acetylcholine receptor or produce their action similar to those of acetylcholine neurotransmitter, known as parasympathomimetic drugs, or also known as cholinergic or cholinomimetic drugs. On the basis of their mechanism, they're classified as directly activative cholinereceptors and indirectly by inhibiting the hydrolysis of endogenous acetylcholine. And what is acetylcholine? Then acetylcholine is astrophic choline or acetic acid. That is any organic compound which are made by replacing the hydrogen compound, okay, of an acid by an alkyl group or other organic compound, like for example let's say natural occurring fats and essential oils are the esters of fatty acids. So acetylcholine is synthesized locally in cholinergic nerve endings by the following steps that are given already, like adenotriphosphate plus or acetate combine होते हैं with the help of coenzyme A, and enzyme जो है एक्ट करता है acetyl transferase with the help of acetyl transferase, which is already present in the cytoplasm, help to combine these compounds and then separate out or show the process of exocytosis. ठीक है, after that hydrolysis of choline occur, ठीक है, with the help of an enzyme calling acetyl transferase. Acetylcholine plus in the addition of coenzyme A, acetylcholine is formed and release of acetylcholine is happened. Next है क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ पैरासिम्पैथेटिक्स. तो कॉलिन माइमेटिक्स के अंडर जो आ जाती हैं drugs, directly acting drugs, and the other one is indirectly acting drugs. Drugs directly acting जैसे alkaloids, आगे pilocarpine, muscarine, cholinesterase, acetylcholine, carbachol, and muscarinic receptors और nicotinic receptor के बेस पे लाइक acetylcholine, nicotine, इन इनडायरेक्टली आगे जैसे सोमेन, पैराथायोन, इसमें देन इनडायरेक्टली एक्टिंग फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू नेचुरल एंड सिंथेटिक. Phyostigmine comes under in the category of natural, and neostigmine comes under the category of synthetic. So this is the classification of parasympathetic which are shown here, you can see. After that, the next is the pharmacological effect of acetylcholine. Acetylcholine shows their effects by acting on two kinds of receptors, that is muscarinic receptors and nicotinic receptors. Muscarinic receptors work on by G protein coupled receptors, while nicotinic receptors are ion channel receptors. Further, these muscarinic and nicotinic receptors are subdivided into the other classification. That is, muscarinic receptors have 5 classifications. That is M1, M2, M3, M4, and M5. And nicotinic receptors have 2 subtypes. That is N1 and N2. And here are some of the muscarinic actions of acetylcholine, which include stimulation of exocrine glands such as sweat, salivary, mucus, and lacrimal glands. Lacrimal, that is secretion of tears from our eyes. Stimulation of smooth muscles in bronchi, gastrointestinal tract, bile duct, urinary bladder, and ureters. Third one, stimulation of circular muscle of the iris and the muscles of accommodation, so that the pupil is constricted and the lens is fixed for near vision. Fourth one, relaxation of smooth muscles of blood vessels. Fifth one, slowing the heart rate, that is bradycardia. Some of the exceptions are also here, which comes under the muscarinic action, that is acetylcholine induced vasodilation, and even though most blood vessels have no parasympathetic innervation. Second one is acetylcholine evoke the secretions from sweat glands, which are innervated by cholinergic fibers or the sympathetic nervous system. Next, the muscarinic receptors classification are given here, which we already discussed. And acetylcholine is the strongest agonist of these receptors, but it has a selective antagonist too, that is atropine. Atropine acts as a non-specific selective blocker act against the acetylcholine. If acetylcholine in the higher dose shows the toxicity, then it has to be remove that toxicity or block the action of the acetylcholine. Then the selective antagonist which acts against acetylcholine is atropine. Next one is pyranozapine, is also known as a selective antagonist of M1 receptor actions. Then nicotinic actions of acetylcholine corresponding to stimulation of sympathetic and parasympathetic ganglia, stimulation of adrenal medulla to discharge epinephrine or norepinephrine, contraction of skeletal muscles. After that, how it can be given to the human being, it is given as intravenously, which cause the decrease in blood pressure and also bradycardia, that is decrease the heart rate. Other effects comes under the muscarinic effects like flushing, sweating, salivation, lacrimation, increased mucus secretions, some kinds of these. And nicotinic effects are not seen in ordinary doses. It does not show any such kinds of effects, and it is not effective by orally route. Acetylcholine is only employed in experimental pharmacology as a tool to study parasympathetic actions. Acetylcholine itself has a most potent agonist at both muscarinic and nicotinic receptor, but instead of acetylcholine there are a number of derivatives, or we can say substitute of the acetylcholines are also there, which act which shows their action similar to the acetylcholine, like uh, uh, Like some of the examples are here. Therapeutic uses में methacholine, carbachol. Methacholine poorly absorbed by oral route and generally given by subcutaneous route. Methacholine chloride may be administered for the diagnosis of bronchial hyperactivity and asthmatic condition. It was earlier used for the treatment of glaucoma, but is rarely used now. Carbachol more potent muscarinic action as compared to acetylcholine on GIT and urinary bladder areas. Its also effect on cardiovascular system are less pronounced than acetylcholine. Higher doses of atropine are needed to block the muscarinic action of carbachol. If carbachol is given in the high dose, then it has to be used atropine to block the action. It has potent nicotinic action also, some kind of nicotinic action, act on a nicotinic receptor. Therapeutic dose contain autonomic ganglia. Uses are इसकी therapeutic uses autonomic ganglia, adenomedulla, skeletal muscles. Ophthalmic uses के लिए भी है ये, which used to lower the intraocular pressure in glaucoma and less commonly used for treatment of urinary retention. Next है bethanacol. Muscarinic effects of bethanacol resemble to that of carbachol. Selective action in the GIT tract. And what kind of uses are there? That is post-operative abdominal distension. Post-operative abdominal distension means just temporary delayed in GI motility after surgery. And what is gastric atony? Gastric atony, that is in stomach failure to contract normally. This condition occurs in stomach or causing the delay in movement of food out of the stomach, or we can say it is a kind of condition in which muscle has lost their strength. Okay, that is just weakens of those muscles to hinder their activities. And retention or gastroparesis. It is available in tablets and injection forms with the dose of 10 to 20 mg and 3 to 4 times daily. Also useful in the urinary retention. If inadequate emptying of the bladder, then it is used too. And other uses like post-operative and postpartum urinary retention. If effects of cardiovascular system are slight, then it virtually devoid of nicotinic activity. Some other drug that is a savimaline, a neuromuscarinic agonist used in the treatment of xerostomia. Xerostomia, that is dryness of mouth ड्राई होना शुरू हो जाता है, देन इस ड्रग को यूज़ किया जाता है. लॉन्ग लास्टिंग सियोलॉजिक एक्शन विद फ्यूर साइड इफेक्ट्स. सियोलॉजिक it is a kind of a drug which are used for promote the secretion of saliva with fewer side effects as compared to pilocarpine given in the form of administration. Like इसके side effects कौन से, like inflation, sweating, abdominal cramps, belching, sensation of tightness in urinary bladder, visual disturbances, coronary insufficiency, peptic ulcers, so on. Next, some of the drugs comes under in the category of choline mimetic, natural alkaloids and synthetic analogs. First step, pilocarpine. It is obtained from the leaflets of shrubs, or the sweat and salivary glands are particularly sensitive to these drugs. So we can say that it is just kind of a side effects. It is given as a dose of 5 to 10 mg orally in the treatment of xerostomia, and that follows the head and neck radiation treatment. Other treatments, it has a great value in ophthalmology, ठीक है, and also given in the treatment for glaucoma, producing muscles for contracting and for the migrating and cycloplegic actions of atropine. Pilocarpine hydrochloride or nitrate is used in the concentration of 0.5 to 4%. Some kinds of the next one is muscarine. Muscarine also acts as exclusively at a muscarinic receptors and has led to the classification of muscarinic receptor we already discussed when we discussed the muscarinic receptors. It is 100 times more potent than acetylcholine, and it is not destroyed by choline esterase. And the other uses like salivation, lacrimation, side effects, nausea, vomiting, headache, visual disturbances, abdominal colic, diarrhea, treatment with atropine effectively blocks these effects. Next, aerocoline. It is the main alkaloid of betel nut, and the red sustaining betel nut has been consumed as a euphoretic by natives of the Indian subcontinent. Also act as a act on a nicotinic receptor and has no therapeutic use in man. Next one is oxytramorine. It is a synthetic alkaloid which has a specific muscarinic agonist effect against at M1 receptor, used as an investigational tool, and it acts as a muscarinic agonist at the low concentration. Its parkinsonians like central effect include tremor, ataxia, spasticity, which results from activation of muscarinic receptor in the basal ganglia. The last one, not the least, MCNA 343. It is a ganglionic stimulant, also stimulate the M1 receptor selectively, and also useful as an investigational tool. So some of the drugs come under the cholinergic alkaloids are covered here, and with these drugs also show their similar action to the acetylcholine. So rest of the part of this chapter we can do in the next lecture. Thank you.